Have you ever pondered over the strength it takes to be on the front line, facing the raw and often harsh realities of life? To be the first to respond, to hold a life in your hands, to make split-second decisions that can mean the difference between life and death? How does one maintain their composure, their sanity, in the face of such intense pressure? The answer lies in two key concepts: resilience and self-care. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to adapt and recover from stress or trauma. It's that internal strength that keeps you going in the face of challenging circumstances. Self-care, on the other hand, is about nurturing your physical, mental, and emotional health through activities and practices that promote well-being and relaxation. These two concepts are not just important, they are essential for those who work in high-stress environments, particularly in the emergency services. They are the lifelines that help first responders maintain their mental, emotional, and physical well-being amidst the pressures and demands of their jobs. Paramedics, for instance, are constantly exposed to traumatic incidents and critical injuries. Without resilience, the emotional toll could be overwhelming. But with self-care practices like debriefing sessions with colleagues, stress relief activities, and counseling, they can maintain their well-being in this demanding profession. Dispatchers, too, face immense pressure, making split-second decisions, managing high-stress situations, and dealing with distressed callers. Resilience helps them navigate these challenges and bounce back from difficult situations. Self-care practices such as mindfulness, peer support, hobbies, and maintaining a healthy work-life balance are vital for preventing burnout. The importance of self-care in emergency services cannot be overstated. Without proper self-care practices, those in these professions are at a higher risk of developing mental health issues like post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, anxiety, and even suicidal ideation. Having a self-care plan in place before an emergency or overwhelming event occurs is imperative for maintaining resilience and well-being. By establishing healthy coping mechanisms, self-care routines, and support networks, those in emergency services are better equipped to navigate through difficult situations and recover from adversity. Proactively engaging in self-care practices can help emergency responders build psychological resilience, strengthen coping mechanisms, and prevent the negative impact of stress and trauma on their mental health. Remember, it's not just about surviving, it's about thriving. Resilience and self-care are the keys to not just surviving in high-stress jobs, but thriving. What first responders do is vitally important. What first responders need to stay healthy, mentally and physically, is equally as vital. Remember the importance of resilience and self-care. No one escapes pain, fear, and suffering, yet from pain can come wisdom, from fear can come courage, from suffering can come strength, if we have the virtue of resilience. You cannot drink from an empty cup. Self-care and resilience are all about how to fill and maintain a healthy work-life balance for all first responders. Being vulnerable takes great strength. First responders are known as the bravest of the brave, the strongest of the strong. They dedicate their lives to helping others in times of crisis, often putting their own needs aside in the process. It is important for them to recognize that being vulnerable and seeking help when needed takes great strength. Practicing self-care is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of self-awareness and resilience.